But I see we have some people with us today that use Klang.
A lot of note takers in this meeting.
See if you see this. So I just show you an example. Right. So can everyone see my screen now? If you don't, Filippa, maybe you tell me if you see it, then I guess everyone else.
I can see it. There's a lot of thumbs up from
You are
Jackie.
that. All right. So hi, everyone, and welcome to this webinar with me, Emma Gunnebrink, and Filippa. Do you want to present yourselves short, and then I can start presenting Klang?
Me? Yeah, I thought you said yourselves. Sorry. Yeah, hi, I'm Filippa from Klang. I think I know some of you.
Yeah, so Klang, we automate workflows from your conversations in a single secure platform. Some of you are used to use Klang and have also recently seen our new update on our platform. So Klang turns conversations into transcripts, summaries, and insights so you can focus on what's next. We're built in Europe and we're designed for trust. We have now in the platform 3 products where we have Capture, where you can record and transcribe every conversation with perfect accuracy. We have Atlas, where we call the area where the transcripts ends up with. And it's where you also have this AI agent where you can ask questions and get even more out of your conversations. And then we have Flow, which is where you can create your own templates. You can do integrations and add automated actions on top of your conversations. It's purpose-built intelligence, and it's designed for regulated industry, and that's where it comes in that we are EU hosted, GDPR compliant, and we even do on-premise. We have an ISO certification for security, and we do customizable automations. We train for high accuracy in local languages, and custom templates and workflows with seamless integration make it even more useful today. So three tools, one platform. So here is an overview what I'm going to show you today. We have Capture, where you upload files, not just audio, but you can also upload other files. We had Atlas, where I'm going to show you how to organize through data and where you can get out even more from your conversations or files. And then we have Flow, where you set up the integrations and automated the templates for those. All right. So you're ready to jump into our platform. And before I start, we're gonna add in the end of this webinar, we will be able to answer on all your questions. So you can, if you have a question, you can write it in the comment in the chat, and then we will bring it up after this round. All right. Welcome in. So here you can see the dashboard when you come in. First of all, here we see recently uploaded files or audio. Here you see your calendar, what's happening today. And this is the calendar if you synchronize your calendar to Klang. In the synchronized calendar, you can choose if Klang is going to jump into all your meeting or only chosen meetings, only accepted meetings, and so on. Here on the left side, you see our folder structure. So we can click on it, then you see all the folders. I suggest all of you to start with structure your folders. And this is a folder base very similar to the one you have on your local computer. So I suggest everyone to have a great overview, because if you synchronize your calendar or if you have plenty of meetings, then it will be easier for you to find all the files if you start with a great structure from the beginning. So we have, you can do, it's exactly like folder system on the computer, so you can have underfolders. So here you can see I have underfolder on that one. So with that said, we're going to capture anything you want. So either, it doesn't just need to be audio. Here, you can choose to upload a file. A file can be anything from PDF, Word, presentation. Here, if you want, you can have an online meeting. If you haven't synchronized your calendar, you can click on here. Then you can add this invite email in the meeting you want to have Klang jumping in. If it's a meeting that you have at right ahead, as this one, then you can just click here and you can add the URL from the meeting and invite Klang. Here you can also choose where you want this to end up, in which folder. If you want to record directly, maybe you have an in-person meeting, you can click on the voice memo recording. So this is super easy. You just talk, you see how it works, and then you pause. And here, the same, you can choose where it's going to end up, and I'm going to put it there. So now this one is in queue. Here on the first, like your home dashboard, you see the processing. The processing means that your transcript or the audio file is put in queue. You will get a notification on your email when it's done. So if it's a quite long meeting, it normally takes a while. So my suggestion is not to sit and wait on this one, and you can do, instead you can do other tasks, and then you just go back and work with the transcript when you get the notification. All right. You can also, if you want to upload a YouTube URL, I know some of you have advantage of that. If you have something which is in public that you would like to transcribe, you can just add the YouTube link here, add a name, and then import the URL, and then it will also end up as a transcription in Klang. All right, so now we actually have captured something, and now we want to work with the file in what we call Atlas. All right, so here is the view we call Atlas. We have gathered everything together, so it will be easier for you to work from transcript, to make documents, to ask our AI agent, and to have a better overview of this file you want to work with. So here you can see we have a tag. Here it's called meeting planning. So what Klang does is it can actually identify what kind of audio you just recorded. So every time that Klang will add a tag on it, but this can of course be wrong sometimes, and then you can just go up here and change it. Then this summary will be updated with another perspective, which actually fits into the conversation. So if you see here, we have a summary, we have some key topics from this meeting. Here it's a planning meeting on New Zealand, where they're going to work on the future of infrastructure development. We have the key topics. Down here, we can actually see action items from the meeting. Inclusion of waste management in annual plan, ensure the consideration. if you click here, you see this, you can just hover it. Then you see we have the text from the transcribe showing. So you have the source from it. If you click on this one, you actually jump in directly into the transcription. The transcription file is here on the left. So you can see now it's blue. It means we're in it. In this view, you can rehear what's said, since this is audio and text.
On regional waste management, does that preclude staff, including
So as you can see, you can rehear it, so you make sure it's actually said. Here, you can also jump into different sections or subjects that you were talking about during the conversation, which make it easier for you to find in your transcripts. Here it said speaker 3. This is an in-person meeting. If this would have been a digital meeting, then we would have all the names which appears in the digital meeting. It would say like Emma Gunnebrink, Filippa Bernor, and so on. But you can always change these ones. So for instance, here we believe it's Emma talking about this, then you can just click on it. You can also add more speakers if it would have been missed any speaker that said something very important, and you can just add it. And then when you go into the edit, you can just change it. Then you see it will be another speaker for this section. All right, in here you can edit the file as you want. I want you to look into it if you need it. If you have any questions, reach back to us regarding this. I'm gonna move forward. Here, up here, you can also download the transcript if needed and translate it. All right, so now we have been through the transcript. We have the summary here in the middle. Here, on the right side, we have the AI agent. As you can see, it's already some suggestions on how you can get started with the AI agent. I'm actually gonna upload a meeting agenda. So either, since here is uploading the meeting agenda, you can either drag a file here, but I already prepared, so I'm gonna use a new source. I have it here in my library. I actually put it in my folder. So here we have planning meeting minutes. I just want to add it into this view. So now I have planning meeting minutes, or I can upload it from my local computer. So either I give it a prompt where, as you can see, this also updates since it's 2 files. Either I give it a prompt, can you make a summary on the file followed by the structure and planning meeting. So what Klang does now is it's reading both of the sources, so the transcript and my planning meeting minutes. And as you can see, it starts writing, and giving me a summary of planning meeting structured format. The meeting began with X, chairman, status, updates, and so on. And as you can see now, it ends up in a Word view. That means you can edit whatever you want. It's exactly like Word. You can add files. If you want to image, maybe you want to add your logo if you have a document you're gonna send out or whatever. Yeah, just free to update it as you wish. This document is also possible to download either as PDF or Word. And you can also keep on asking Klang to add things into your document. Then you just ask it here on the right side. I would like you to add some maybe quotes from the transcript in the document, or I want you to dig deeper and add a section on, yeah, whatever it could be. You can ask Klang to do that, and then it updates the document. All right, so now we have tried on getting a summary from a planning meeting minutes. And now I'm going to show you how you can do if you want to compare different transcripts. So I'm going to jump into this one. This is already prepared. As you can see, we have transcript. We have planning 1 and planning 2. It's 2 meetings within the same subjects. And what I did before I did this is that I created a new atlas. So I just write test here, so you get it. So what you can see here, it's totally empty. It's nothing in here. But this, I recommend to do this if you want to analyze plenty of files. Here you can add as many as you wish. So as you can see, you can upload things from your computer, from your library. That's the library in Klang. Maybe you have it from integration. Some of you might already have connected like OneDrive or Google Drive to get connections to your folders in your workspace in the cloud. But you can also add URLs, like maybe you have a website from a project description or whatever it could be, that it's compromised in the URL. You can add that as well. Or past text voice memo. But what I'm going to do now, I'm going to show you what I did here. So I was picking this one. We have planning 2 and planning 1. So as you can see now we're losing the tag. So the tag is only connected to when you have 1 audio. When we have 2 audios, you get an overview. You get a summary of it. This is also possible to create a new document. See, it comes up a document from it. And here you get like the summary of 2 of them. Now you can ask the AI agent. Here we have different prompts coming up. Create user stories from discounts, upload the meeting again, populating from the meeting. That's what we could do, but I would like to prompt. How do we follow the process in our planning? So now it's gonna read both of them. Here's how the planning process followed in provided transcripts. This meeting focus on high-level strategic planning, key steps and methodologies. Here you can, since it's give you quotes, then you can just jump into the transcript and see which one it is. With that said, you might have plenty of meetings and you don't know in which meeting you were discussing something that you think is very important. What you could do is that you can add all those audio files here and just ask Klang, like, we were talking about this infrastructure development in the south of New Zealand. Can you tell me where we discussed that? And then Klang will help you find it through your files. So it keeps on going. I just asked it. I never asked it to make a document. So now it asked me, would you like me to create a document summarizing this process in more details? Yes, please. Or you can create a document from all this by just clicking there. And then you have a document from the chat. It says document from the chat and the timestamp, but we can also ask it to do it. So that's a way of how you can compare different files and look deeper into that. And as you see, it starts writing straight ahead. And it's not possible for you to edit until Klang is done writing its part. All right, so this is a way of doing that. I'm gonna show you the last, since as you see, we have different questions here. We can also, maybe you have a meeting where you're gonna you know, you have this kind of meetings and you also always want it to be summed up in a way. So then you can create a template which you automate, or you can choose what file you want it to be added on. Like I always want this kind of meeting to be followed up like this kind of this summary. So I'm gonna show you super short. I'm here to answer questions if you want to dig more into that, but I'm gonna show you how you can do that. So if you move over here to flows, here we have your flows. We have different templates. You have interview template, summary to document, and so on. Here is also where you can do the integrations. We will shortly update this view to be more, to be easier to navigate then. But I'm gonna jump into one that I already prepared. So summary of decision made. If I click on it, this is how it looks like when you're gonna make, if you want to create a template. If you use one of the templates that we have, then you can edit them and you can change. But just to give you an overview, we have different nodes that we connect. So we have save as document, here is the file coming in. We have something happen here in the middle. It's an AI that I give instructions, and then we want the result to go somewhere. So that's why we have it save as document. So as you can see here, it's all file types, but it can also be meeting transcripts or whatever you can choose. Here in the middle, I have the prompt. So here it's extract all the decision made in the transcription, write all decision in a list, keep it structured fluent, and important that you need to have this wirable placing braces around the word, or else you can't connect it. In this, when you open up a new AI node, you will have possibility to use all the suggestions. It's a good way if you want to try it out to just see how the prompts look like, and you can just change some words. So I already changed, I added keep the structure fluent, use headlines. And then save as document. Here I have put a name on it, because then when a document is created, you will have summary of decision made. Easy. Just try it out if you want. See if it can work with you. And then you click on run flow or automate flow. Automate, it means you can have it on all your transcripts. So when you go into transcript, it's already a template with a summary there. Or you can run a flow on which file you want. So just to give you an overview how it looks like, I'm gonna give you super short. Sorry. So here we have it. Here's a structured list decision extract from the transcript. So here, this is the document that is from this template. And if you want to run this on the file you're in, you can just click on run flow, choose your template, summary of decision made. It comes up like this, you run the flow, and then Klang will start working with that. All right, so to end with, I just want to show you super quickly that this is for the audio files, but we could also upload other files. I did that the other day when I was just looking into H&M's quarterly reports. So what I did, I just uploaded the files. So this was a way for me to get an overview. I also used this technique when I had a board meeting myself. I uploaded all of the agenda. We had a presentation for like 30 pages. I just wanted to have an overview before the meeting to be prepared. So I used Klang, added the files, got the overview, and then after the transcript, I could easily just get out a protocol afterwards, since I already had all the information in there. But as you can see here is H&M, here's the summary of it. I took drag down both of them, and I wanted to do a comparison. So here is both of them. The prompt I wrote was not as hard as more like, can you help me compare X? So not X, I need to add one. I just use that B36 quarterly reports. I want to create a new document. And here is what I wanted to see. And then I got this one, comparison of H&M, growth and development. Let's say it's growth in, yeah. So this is also a way of how you can use Klang to drag out information of your documents, but this will be in our secure platform. All right. Do we have questions?
We have gotten some questions in the chat. If you would like me to read them for you, Emma.
Yeah,